Here we are, guys. Sorry about this. We're having a lot of technical difficulties right now because of my internet connection, which is not very good, as we can see. So, hopefully, you saw that. I didn't see much, but hopefully, you saw the intro. I liked it. It's awesome. I want to thank the guys, the IT guys, but here we are. And things have been a little difficult for the last 20 minutes because we're in a place where this internet connection is not so great. But anyways, I hope you got me now. You got me here, Neil the Deal, Boxing 101, Monday, 8:30. Thanks for coming out. Really appreciate your time. And we're going to talk a little bit today about the biggest fight, I believe, this year. It's my favorite fight of my two favorite fighters, and I'm super, super looking forward to seeing these guys. They are phenomenal fighters, both of them, and it's going to be an absolute drill. It's going to be at the top of the heap this year. I believe it will be fight of the year. So I want to thank everybody for coming out, all the likes, the shares, the subscriptions. Everything's been going awesome. The other hosts have been actually kicking it up a notch. I got to thank them. You guys have been doing a great job for here at talkinfight.com. And again, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been giving us all their love, basically. And I'm really enjoying it. And I hope you're going to enjoy my show as well as the other shows. So let's get into it. Let's get her done. And I'll let you know what's happening. So we'll talk a little bit about last week's fight that I was checking out, the one that I thought was going to be the fight of the week, and that was the Eric Bazinian versus Jose de Jesus Macias, I guess you would call him. Now, it was in the Montreal Casino there in Montreal, Canada, in Quebec. Quebec, Canada, and Eric. I've done a bunch of episodes with Eric in the past. I did one, I believe, in 2021. I believe it was April 19th. If you want to go back and check out that one, I made some predictions, and yes, the predictions are coming true. Eric did not disappoint. Thanks, Eric. You kicked ass, and yep, I knew it, and I told you years ago. This guy is the newest and best Canadian fighter I see out there going. So, he won a unanimous decision, 10-rounder. I think it was a little harder than he probably expected. Macias gave a really good effort. He's a quality fighter, but Eric ended up doing the job in the end. Unanimous decision, 10th round. I called it, I believe, fifth or sixth round knockout. I didn't think his opponent was going to last that long, but he stuck in there. Eric won it on all scorecards, and I'm really looking forward to talking to Eric soon. He's going to be coming on. He promised me that he'd do an interview with me, and I'm really looking forward to it. So, Eric, if you're watching, congratulations. Excellent job. And I just want to thank you for everything that you've done for all of us here in Canada and around the world. And I'm really looking forward to you being one of the new, I would say, Canadians that like Lennox Lewis, that kind of thing, where you're going to be right at the top of the heap and everybody's going to know who you are. And Neil the Deal right here was probably the first one to talk about. Congratulations. Thanks for making us all proud. I really appreciate it. So hopefully the next week, he's 30-0. He's undefeated. And I believe he's going to go 31-0. And we'll talk to him, see who he's got up on his plate, who they figure he can, fight up against. I don't really know who he's gonna go up against now because he's really getting close. So I gotta say, keep your eye on Eric Bazinian, Canadian boy, and he is amazing. Now let's talk about the big fight this weekend. It's one that I've been waiting for a super duper 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 whooper duper time. And it's my favorite fighter. I told you guys I did some episodes on him as well, and as well as the opponent. He's my second favorite fighter out there. So I'm kind of pulled between these two guys. It's going to be a phenomenal fight. I believe it will be fight of the year. That's my prediction. One in the bank. And we're talking about the Josh Taylor Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo, they call him T.O. So he is the takeover. That is his moniker. And I really super love him. He is the real deal. He's got all the tools in the basket. He did lose one fight, as we know, for belts, but I believe and I believe this fight. This is for the unified lightweight, super lightweight championship of the world, and he's gonna, I think, do the job. Although I love Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor, we know, is the champion. He did have a controversial win at home over Jack Catterall. That was, I don't know. That's one of those ones we've talked about. That was, I don't know what to tell you. Go back and check out the episodes of what I said because that just didn't add up for me. But truly, I just believe they didn't want Josh to lose at home in front of his family, friends, neighbors, cousins, uncles, and all that jazz. So they gave it to him. But this is a different situation, and Teo's definitely ready. The man, the myth, and the legend is coming right at you this weekend. So let's go over a little bit about the fight. We got Saturday, June 10th, 2023, Madison Square Gardens, New York, USA. That is the mecca of all boxing. If you're a boxer, you always strive to actually go and fight at Madison Square Gardens. It is the big one. It is where everything happens. Some of the biggest fights of all time, Hall of Famers. It's always Madison Square Garden. It is the mecca. So this is a big one. It is in the biggest show in front of his hometown fans. Teofimo's from Brooklyn, and it's going to be he's going to have a hell of a following over there. And I really truly believe that Josh is kind of maybe bit off a little more than he can chew this time. There's a big age difference. I believe it's about 7 years, something like that. And I don't know. From what I've looked at, read, saw, interviews, this, that, and everything else, Teofimo looks like he's in tremendous condition, absolutely tremendous. He's moving up from 135 to 140. Everybody believes that this is his first fight at 140. Well, guess what? It's not. He's already fought. This is his fourth fight at 140. He had 3 other fights at 140, but this is a big one at 140. So his conditioning is phenomenal. I checked out a bunch of stuff. He's really his new trainer, conditioning trainer, and he's been on different diets, all kinds of stuff. He looks absolutely unstoppable. And I'm telling you, guys, check him out. He will not disappoint. Every time he jumps in the ring, he does stuff that is magical. He's a magical fighter. And like I said, he's the man, the myth, and the legend. He will probably be the youngest Hall of Famer in the history of boxing. He is phenomenal. Now, Josh Taylor, again, is a great fighter. I really like him too. Um, if he wasn't fighting Teo, I'd be taking him all the way. He's a Scotsman like myself. Gotta like the Scottish. That's us, Josh. And your career's been fantastic, but this time around, I'm a little worried for what's going to happen, especially for what happened in the last fight where you kind of robbed Mr. Catterall of a win. But again, I always say, don't leave it in the hands of the judges. You have to actually knock out your opponents these days to actually ensure that you have the win. So let's go over the tail of the tape here. Hometown boy, Teofimo Lopez, 18-1, 13 KOs. Again, from Brooklyn. Josh Taylor is 19-0. He is undefeated with 13 knockouts. It's very interesting. They have very similar records. 13 knockouts each, 19 fights each. You know what I mean? Josh Taylor is from Scotland, and he's a really, really super good fighter. But I think that this is going to be the fight of the year. They're vying for the WBO World Super Junior Welterweight and the Super Ring Junior Welterweight Championship. I get confused by a bit of this stuff. One place will tell you it's super lightweight, and then it's between the WBC, WBA, so it's a lightweight fight, and it's a big one, WBO, and I believe it's the IBF. So Oh, sorry, Ring Magazine. So this is a big one. It's for the Unified, and I'm really looking forward to this one big time. So that'll be at 140 pounds, 10 stone, 63.5 kilograms. It's it's a division that has a lot. It's one of my favorite divisions. It has a lot of really really good fighters in the lightweight division. So these two are right at the top, and there's guys behind them that are going to come like crazy, and it's going to be very exciting for all of us, the fans, yourselves, myself, checking it out. I'm really looking forward to it. So Josh is the champion. Teo's ranked number 9 right now by Ring. And funny enough, he really is interested in this stat, guys, that it is the 100th anniversary of Ring's Rocky Belt, the Rocky Belt. Check that out. 100th anniversary. I believe it's Ring's Fighter of the Year. And I know Teofimo Lopez really sincerely wants to win home, and it's looking pretty good on that level for him. So it's the ring walk that day is going to be at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific, and it's on ESPN. It can be streamed on ESPN Plus. Uh, it's going to be 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you're out west, it'll be 7 p.m. It's also on Sky Sports in the UK, and that's a 1 a.m. start. So I don't know, get all the friends around, have a few pops, enjoy yourselves, and get ready for the fight of the year, in my estimation. So the predictions are, and the odds are as this: Josh is minus 180, meaning you got to put up $180 to make 100, and Teofimo is plus 140. So you put down your 100 and you're up 140. So it's pretty close as far as the odds are concerned. As far as I'm concerned, I think I think I'm going to go with the underdog on the. I'm going to put my money on Teofimo Lopez because of the situation, because of what happened to Josh in the last fight. What's at stake moving forward? The age is a big difference. There's a lot of factors involved in this because, I mean, it's boxing. So one punch and you're knocked out, and that's the end of that. So Josh has got the power to knock him out. He did get knocked down in his last fight and had to go all the way for a decision. So this could happen. I mean, Josh has a very strong mind. Teo has a very strong mind as well. Josh seems to think that he's going to push him around, but I can't see that happening. I think Teofimo has more gumption. He's got a little more on the he doesn't want to retire at 25, but Josh Taylor could probably retire after this. So maybe come back in a couple of years, couple of fights, basically just pad the pockets with a little bit of pension money. So I'm taking Teofimo Lopez all the way. I'm taking him in the 10th or 11th round, TKO knockout, either one. Josh has said that he thinks that he's going to take him down between the 6th and the 8th round. I highly doubt that. I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, they all have to talk about it, but Josh is, like I say, he's all in. He's ready to go. He's raring to go, but I just have a dumb feeling that he doesn't realize how much is up against him. He's coming from Scotland. He's in the other guy's hometown with his home fans, and we all know he was the unified champion before Teofimo, and that's why I'm taking him. So, guys, my opinion is take Teofimo Lopez, throw 100 down on him, couple hundred, whatever you got, and I think it's going to be it's they say it's an upset, but I can't see him losing this fight. He's an underdog. I don't know why. Whatever. So that's what I got for you today, guys. I really appreciate you coming out. I want to thank Eric Bazinian, the Canadian boxer, for making us proud. I'm really looking forward to the big fight this weekend, Saturday, June 10th, Madison Square Gardens. Josh Taylor, Teofimo Lopez, my two favorite fighters. It's probably going to be my favorite fight of the year. So hopefully you guys got time. Check it out. I definitely will be. And we'll see you next week on talkinfight.com. I really appreciate you coming out with the subscriptions, and everything. Hit the notification bell if you want. All of the stuff that you guys have been doing, all the Talkin Fight fans, it's been amazing. I really appreciate it. So thanks again. as I always say, take care of yourselves, get better, not bitter. We'll see you next week. Boxing 101 with me, the one and only Neil the Deal. Thanks for coming out. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you next week. TalkinFight.com, 8:30, right on. Same bad time, same bad channel. Watch the fight. It's going to be going down as a classic. Enjoy the weekend. Take care.